ultimate cameo.
No, I lost it with Blade.
Oh yes, when Blade came out, I lost my shit. When Blade, when Blade is it's a cameo joint for sure.
No.
So just for everybody, we're starting off. We're talking about Deadpool and Wolverine. This is I'm breaking this into two parts, so this is part two.
So
we're talking about just how Deadpool and Wolverine was done very well versus the other money grabs that we've seen in films.
Yeah, I guess the theme is money grabs in Hollywood, ones that work and ones that don't. This one, I don't even know if you could even say it's a money grab. It is. They're all money grabs.
It is.
Okay.
It's a money grab.
But it's something that the fans wanted. I think this was...
yes.
Versus Ghostbusters 87. Not interested.
Wait. I heard it was good, though. I heard the new Ghostbusters was actually pretty good. I haven't watched it. But I heard
I saw good the first quarter, and I definitely started doing laundry and doing the dishes. It didn't.
It wasn't a 7 joint. It wasn't a 7 movie.
No, it didn't.
Wait, whoa.
You know what? I think it's all the kids. Like I want to, we're gonna just the whole family thing. And
kids. I mean, Stranger Things is kind of. We have a full dance card with the Stranger Things kids,
right?
And I think like after. What was it? It? I think it was It.
Yeah.
The remake of It.
Right.
That one for me was kind of like the best one where you have kids that aren't annoying before it starts to push your nerves. I don't know if it applies for the Ghostbuster joints. I haven't seen the newer ones, but yeah.
Well, I would say this. Yeah, it basically pushed the envelope when it came to doing a horror with children. Stranger Things. It was like, okay, you're pushing horror, but some of the kids were annoying, and then others were like, okay, I can relate. But not as much as It too. It, pretty much those kids, you could totally relate. You could totally understand. And then when they became older and adults, you totally get it. It's totally registered.
They stuck to the source material in that regard. They do quip a little too much, though, and admittedly. My one grab with that one was every time something scary would happen for a horror movie, they had too many one-liners,
right.
And stuff would be popping off.
Right.
That takes you out of it, but aside from that, I agree.
Yeah.
I definitely agree.
Sorry, No, but back to Deadpool and Wolverine.
Yeah, now back to it.
Channing Tatum. I got to talk about Channing Tatum and his Louisiana accent.
That was so terrible. I loved it.
I'm not even going to try to emulate what he did. I'm like, it's not right.
It's not PG, ladies and gentlemen, but it was fun.
It was hilarious. It was hilarious.
Never knew my Baba. That's how I'm going to
It was good, though. I had mad fun with that one. Just, I guess how they even opened it with the fact that, like, Deadpool desecrates the grave of that Logan. And he's like a whole epic fight scene with his bones. That alone lets you know, they saved some ideas you could tell they kind of held on for a while.
Right.
And they were finally able to put it in this movie in just the right way.
Right.
And it was beautiful.
Yeah, it was
beautiful.
The thing is like there's so many subliminal moments, like when they're fighting on the bus. Did you guys notice that Stan Lee's picture was on the side of the bus?
Yes.
Was it? Oh, no. I think I missed it. All the Easter eggs and stuff.
Yeah, so that was good. And then when they jump out off the bus, I think that's actually from a comic book. That pose.
Yeah.
So that stuff was really good.
And the comic book creator was when they did that slow walk, like at a store with his name on it.
Mm-hmm. There's one shot when Deadpool, one of the funny like montage moments when he's going through the different worlds trying to find a Wolverine. There was comic accurate Wolverine who was all 5'2". There was I can't remember what comic run this was for, but it's Wolverine crucified in like the Field of Skulls.
Yeah, that was like an X-Men series.
That was X-Men joint. That had me rolling because Deadpool falls out and he's like, "Damn, homie, what happened to you?" Dang, and then he left. But you had one shot where he goes to the universe where Wolverine like pulls out his claws and you see like the reflection of the Hulk.
Yeah.
That was directly from one of the comic covers.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think I have that one.
I
think
may
so.
have it. Yeah, I may have it right over there.
Yeah.
Too. Matter of fact, I
Yeah.
think that one's on there.
But that was great.
And then the other one, they had Heavy Cavalry.
Oh yeah, Henry Cavill. No, that I guess was like an internet rumor
Yeah.
that ended up being a real thing because the internet's evil.
Yeah.
But,
You know,
Oh, somebody
you
will-
guys, do you know what female was supposed to, or rumored to be in Deadpool Wolverine, just because she's friends with,
Oh, you talking about Taylor Swift, man?
that's right.
why? To do what?
She was either supposed to be Bedazzler,
Yeah.
or she was supposed to be Lady Deadpool.
Right.
I heard that Ryan Reynolds' wife ended up playing Lady Deadpool.
Yeah.
Really?
Now that I think about it, if Taylor Swift showed up for 2 seconds to play a character named Dazzler, I'm like, all right, I can see it. Next scene.
Yeah.
Taylor
So-
Swift is Dazzler, ladies and gentlemen. Next scene.
Next.
Yeah.
So there's a movie called The Deliverance.
No comment. I'm staying out of this one. I
Yeah.
did not watch it. Don't want to watch it.
Yeah, I mean, so it had. Oh man, what's that movie where is it it's like Precious mixed with Exorcist mixed with something else, and every Tyler Perry movie ever made.
Oh man, come on, you're losing me with this already. Who stars in this?
Wait. Here's the factor. Here's the main factor. The person that's in the film is Glenn Close as a black woman.
Huh? I'm not getting it, bro. What?
No, she's not a black woman in it. She's not.
What is she?
Well, she's very interesting. I say that no, because part of the film, her daughter, which is played by Andra Day. Andra Day is supposed to be mixed, so her mother's supposed to be white and the father's supposed to be black. They don't show the father.
Well, naturally.
Oh, and Caleb McLaughlin's in it. Again, Stranger Things.
This sounds like a hard pass for me, man. But go ahead.
It is a hard pass. I mean, they got some names in there. They got Monique in there.
Yeah, they got Monique in there.
I'm gone.
So-
okay, go ahead.
And
Y'all
here's the other
enjoy.
kicker.
So-
There's been people that got ill after the film came out
Oh.
and on set. So similar to The Exorcist.
So to sum it up from my perspective, what I got from it, they took concepts of a broken family and like issues. You just the basic Rolodex of every ghetto emotional drama and just throw it in there. But they added ghosts and exorcism and stuff in there with it.
It sounds like they're going with let's make a scary version of Beloved, you guys. But we'll have all the stereotypes and bullshit in there, but we'll just call it something else.
No,
Right.
it's like a
Make
combine
mine.
of Beloved and Exorcist.
Again, pass.
So-
Here's the thing, though. As you guys described this,
But
if you remember two things, one, Lovecraft Country. You guys remember this Lovecraft Country, which people didn't like it, but I thought for what it was, a little like limited series, it wasn't half bad. It did some pretty interesting horror stuff.
it was interesting. Yeah.
It
Yeah.
was really good. I liked it.
Yeah, and then the other one was like Monster State or like Monster Country, something like that, where it was like modern day horror,
Right.
but it had like, a weird, not even like psychological slant to it. You just have to watch it. But it's
Right.
like, it delved more into like gritty realism, and then the horror stuff was kind of like peppered in,
Right. Right.
Those two, if you made like an anthology series that was like that, you could get away with it. People would watch. Like urban horror stuff, like Tales from the Hood, but like a series.
Right.
That would be a good.
Yeah.
That's a good idea.
Yeah,
It could work,
and they
right?
got
That's a
Omar Epps. They got. I mean, they have some Tasha Smith, great actress. The actors that they hired, Rob Morgan, which is great. He's in a lot of things. But I was just turned off. I'm just tired of the same old tropes of drama and families.
Yeah.
And then you
Every
just
family drama, it's like the same thing. It's like you can only, the dad can't be there, or if the dad's there, he has to be gay.
somebody's
It's
molested,
a strong,
raped.
independent, single
Right.
mom thing. I'm like,
Right.
this is, give a new narrative, y'all. Get some new narratives.
Well, you know what? I think for them, the narrative was adding ghosts.
Oh, yeah, and then have some ghosts. Yeah.
But here's the thing, like, that's what they image us as a people. Like, this is the norm for us. But not realizing there's other balances and other stuff that we go through that doesn't rely on those situations that could be detrimental. Like, it could be an argument or a disagreement amongst wife and husband, and the child could be like, I'm just sitting here and just enjoying, just barely here, while mommy and daddy is just arguing back and forth about bills and stuff.
Well, yeah, I think one of the ideas you could run with is this making common the idea that there is no two-parent household when it comes to black folks. I'm really sick of that old trope. It's like it's always, aside from like the Cosbys or the Proud Family or something like that, it's like nowadays it's all just what's the show with the mom? She's raising the kid with the superpowers.
Oh, Raising Dion.
Raising him, like, what is this type of crap? This thing where the dad's just a non story was a piece of crap.
Just to be clear, I think also with them and this particular production, the fact that, you know, they brought up race and the fact that she was a mixed daughter, like the main woman in it, which is supposed to be Glenn Close's daughter. So I feel that was some sort of important thing they wanted to get across. But, you know, I couldn't stay with it. It was too, and also because we've seen Monique in Precious, and like she was acting, well, not say she was acting like that character, maybe it was written that way, but it was like, I already see you do that already, you know?
Yeah, same old thing. Same old hat.
So Tarot, I thought was a good premise if they're trying to do that whole finding a reason to kill a whole bunch of people in the film. You know, there's tons of movies where like, oh, I found a cookie. Oh, based on all these little chunks in the cookie, you're gonna die, you're gonna die, you're gonna die. So I thought Tarot, no one's done that yet, so I give them props for that. But I feel that they could have went, they could have took it further to make it more interesting, that you'd want to see more. And the ending, I wasn't complete with that as well. You know,
is this the creepypasta horror movie you're talking about?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Y'all enjoy. Whoever wants to watch.
Enjoy, ladies and gentlemen.
But the concept, you know what? It's like, what's it? Shyamalan. I got to give him props for
Shyamalan?
Yeah, because
okay.
I love his concepts. I think he's one of the best for concepts.
Yeah.
Now, as to your analogy, that swing, he doesn't kind of.
Execution will vary. Although I will say, it's like as bad as it gets for Shyamalan. I'm talking about.
Right.
There's The Happening. That's bad Shyamalan.
Yeah.
There's Airbender Shyamalan, which is unforgivable. We get it, but it's like that was him out of his league. Other films like Signs,
and not
it's kind of and then The Sixth. I wasn't gonna leave out that one with The Sixth Sense, but Signs, people like that one, even though it gets dumber with age. Sixth Sense is good. The Village, I kind of think is rad. It's gotten better with age.
Yeah. Wait, what about the one with the grandparents?
The Visit. No.
That was good.
I hated that one.
He didn't know how to end it. He doesn't.
Oh, the ending was whatever, but the fact that they tried to make them kids like the focal point of it. It's like what were you just saying? I'm sick of the whole let's put these kids in a horror type of situation. Those kids were annoying as hell, and they were in a horror situation. So it's like, all right, I can't.
Oh, but he had this comical moment with the boy.
He's never funny though. He tries to rap, and it's never funny. I'm like,
no, it was just that he was supposed to be this punk, rap white kid, and then he grows up, and he finally was like, yo,
yeah. For those who haven't seen The Visit, it goes someplace by the end that does have you go, oh shit, this is a horror movie, but it's not earned. The kids are annoying.
Right.
And the grandparents, like how they got down, kind of doesn't match up from like a plot standpoint too. But I'm not gonna die.
So let's go into Borderlands.
I did watch it.
It's a bunch of stars, another cash grab for, direct to streaming. Just yes or no. Was it good or bad or what?
I would say no.
Okay, all right, cool. Nope, that's enough. You know why? Because I'm tired of them just giving the same stars a check just to try to get my attention for an hour. I find it disrespectful. So.
Wait till you see what the actual characters look like in those games.
Yeah.
I can get, here's the thing. I think that Cate Blanchett is fine as an actress. She's not bad looking or nothing, but it's like, dude, she's 40, 50 something years old now. Right?
And you could have got somebody younger.
They could have, but they don't want to because Hollywood hates young, attractive women unless they're like, on the same boat as of other groups in The Message and all that stuff. But like, and then they had the other grandma up in there. Curtis.
Yeah.
It's just like, and she has her boobs out, y'all. That's like supposed to be a big part of the movie. She has cleavage out. I'm like, so what? It's Jamie Lee Curtis at age 80, whatever. What? What are we doing?
She's not like when she was in whatchamacallit, what was that movie?
True Lies?
No. Trading Places.
Trading Places, yeah. True Lies, we did the striptease, that was a thing. But yeah, Trading Places, that's not Jamie Lee Curtis.
Well,
that was back in the day.
Let's talk about a film that nobody is talking about, which I feel that they should. Whether they're trashing it or saying they love it, I'm really surprised. Long Legs.
Oh.
I feel that the way it starts out weird, it continues weird, it peaks weird, and it ends weird. But yet,
you're intrigued and you like it.
There's something there, but there are definitely some writing things in there that are just like, they lost their way. Again, good concept. You got me going. When characters start, like you develop a character, and then you develop all these characters around that character, and then the characters don't act like themselves. And I know you probably understand what I mean because you're also a writer, Drew, where like, you create a character that loves apples, all of a sudden near the end, they're into pears. And you're like, but that's not how that character
acts. Unless, of course, they've been an apple person, and then the ending is about them transitioning to the pears.
No, but there was no Yeah,
I know what you mean. Sorry, Ivan, go ahead.
But I really think that was the direction of the film, period, because it's supposed to give you that confusing aspect of the whole character aspect.
Did you see it?
Yes, I did.
And explain, just say a specific character that makes sense to that. Like, what do you mean?
Like with Nicolas Cage's character, he's supposed to be that you don't know if he's real, you don't know if he's...
Oh, but I'm not talking about him. I'm talking about all the, like, for instance, I'm glad you brought that up. I would say Blair Underwood.
Mm-hmm.
There are some things that near the end it didn't make much sense. So, or actually, not even go with him. Go with the main, basically hero of the film, right? Because technically, this is a hero's journey, right? A victim that becomes a hero. And at that moment, you had this big buildup and this big payoff that you're hoping to get with a hero doesn't do what I don't want to give it away for people because it's a whole thing.
I'm going to give it away. I don't know. Okay, long enough. Think about Long Legs without going into specifics. I know what you mean, Seven. And my thing is, she fails her hero's moment. When the third act comes and everything is laid on the table and you realize what Long Legs and this chain of murders means and where it comes from,
right?
The main character is set up for a moment that she fumbles. She doesn't save her, like the black dude, her director, her boss.
Right.
Doesn't save him. Doesn't save his wife. doesn't save that. I mean, she saves the kid, yeah, but the kid is
Not really.
Not really. She's an orphan now, and she's because of the whole ritual thing that we learned her mother was now in on.
Right.
And it's the idea that it's a third act heroes thing that she just doesn't achieve. And I'll give it this. If you look at the movie, like think of it as like a missing season of True Detective. Can you get with me on that one? Because that's me and some of the homies were talking about when we watched Long Legs, and it was like the film feels like a season of True Detective.
Okay.
Down to the ending, if you're going to go the route of the world is not just, the hero doesn't always win. And at the end of the movie, they even make you question did she become the evil that she was out trying to like stop? They kind of wonder for a second, is she getting taken over? Is the forces at work making her do something or act out of character? Right. So to your point, Seven, it does do that, but it kind of works in its benefit.
Yeah, because think about it. Live long enough to become the villain. Or die.
Yeah, you can kind of throw it that route, but there's other things that are play with that character that I would say, if you haven't seen Long Legs already, watch it. We kind of ruined the ending for you, but watch it anyway.
Yeah.
Everything get you up to it is.
And if you're confused, don't rewind this. Don't go backwards. Just see the movie, because Nicolas Cage he delivers, whether it's bad, good, or indifferent. He jumped in 120% with this character, and that's one thing I like about him as an actor. He's done a lot of crappy movies, and he's done a lot of really good movies. But no matter which way you slice it, he is in. I love
the fact that what makes Nicolas Cage one of my all-time favorite actors is because he's just that fearless. He'll do crappy roles. Well, he does any role. It's mostly because the IRS wants their money back, but it's also because the dude is just that much about his acting as the craft. It's like that. I'll be creating varying shades of madness or what's embodied in Nicolas Cage's performance, and I'm here with it. I'm here for it.
Yeah, and this is why I say, like, why aren't people talking about it?
They are. It's more of like a review thing. It got reviewed well. It didn't. I don't know if it did like box office crazy popular. We're all TikToking numbers, but it did. It made its little money back.
Yeah, it was delightfully creepy.
Yeah, I liked it. It has great taste though.
So, and the other film we should talk about. Well, I guess I should, because y'all didn't see it. Speak No Evil.
How was that?
I'm going to be honest. If you remember the old movie called Speak No Evil, it's a remake. The old one never got a good reception. People didn't really like it. This one, people liked it. They liked it because not just James McAvoy. They liked it because everybody delivered, from the kids to the woman. Everybody delivered in this film. And I think James McAvoy is a great actor. Like, phenomenal. There's people that sit back and say, oh, it's blank. I'm like, no, you got to compare it to the original. And I would say the remake is better than the original.
Oh, it's one of those cases. Okay.
Like, you were in a theater rooting for the protagonist. But also enjoying James McAvoy's performance.
Yeah, you want the family to get away safe, but you also want to see James McAvoy do his thing and nut out and be all swollen and psycho.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
So it was that.
Yeah, I can see it. When I was watching the trailer for it, 'cause that's as much as I've seen of it, I was like, if they're trying to like give you sow seeds of doubt as to whether or not James McAvoy is the villain, they completely failed in that avenue. But it's okay. I don't think that was the point. It's the idea that you're supposed to know that James McAvoy is a monster, and it gets so much so that when they reveal the kid, how he has no tongue in the trailer. That's kind of a mean spoiler if you're trying to like hide the fact that your villain is the villain. But no, if he's going balls out crazy, you want to go see how that happened.
And I would say that kid is the standout actor in this film.
Oh, was he? Nice.
But now, because what's the movie he did with Shyamalan? He played
Split.
Split.
Oh wow! Said it at the same time.
So,
Twinsies.
I mean, now mind you, he did that already. He
Yeah.
played crazy already. So are we just seeing another split again, or no?
I would say a different character.
Okay. But it's worth it. It's
Yes.
okay.
It looked worth checking out. I want to see how the pieces fit in because it's him, it's the woman, and it's the kid. Like, so is this your little, not family that you assembled, but you like kidnapped these people and you like made them play a role? Is that what you're up to, homie? Or there's enough intrigue to where it's like, even if you know he's the villain, you want to see it anyway.
What's the movie that is classic with Jack Nicholson?
Shining.
The Shining.
Yeah.
Is it kind of a Shining kind of vibe?
No.
No,
Okay.
I don't think that's not what I
Okay.
got from that trailer at all.
Okay.
The Shining, Jack's character, he's normal at first, but then the
Okay.
events of the film.
Think of the opposite from The Shining.
Wait, the opposite from? Oh God! Now you got me intrigued. Interesting. Okay, the opposite of The Shining. So with the James McAvoy's character in particular.
Excuse me.
James McAvoy in particular. Think of
Excuse
him.
me. I'm allergic to The Shining. Well, because I live in a house
Look, homie.
Think
like,
of him
like The Shining. So
acting, but then
Drew's like,
later on.
wait a minute.
Interesting. All right, I'm gonna keep that in mind, Davion. That kind of. All right, good to know. Good to know.
Oh man. Maybe I'll see that this. All right, so I'll check that out, and if you guys could check out Blink Twice, because I know you're gonna go in, Drew. There's no way. This is like giving prime rib to a lion. He's gonna tear that apart.
I'll put it to you this way. Thank you for not asking me to see Challenged. Or no, what was it called? What's that movie with Zendaya where she's literally just getting banged by two white guys in the movie? What's that? Is it Challenge?
The Challenger.
Challengers, whatever. Mentally challenged, whatever. I'll see Challenge. Yeah, thank you for not asking me to see Challengers. And I may watch.
What is? I just saw that poster. What is that about?
It's literally she plays tennis and she's getting banged by two guys that are like she's either training to play tennis or they also compete. It just, again, it's I'm a light-skinned black girl. Put me in a movie with white guys, please, Hollywood.
Gotcha.
Please, I'll do anything. Anyway,
But isn't she engaged now? Isn't she engaged to Spider-Man?
Yeah.
is she?
Yeah.
There's still a thing. I guess whatever. I don't
But
have
it's
to.
like, yo, if that's the case, you might as well go into the other entertainment. If that's the case.
Oh well, here's my other theory. Probably not cool for like what we're on, but the semi PG-13 version.
Good. We got 2 more minutes, so hopefully we'll shut up before you say something bad.
Zendaya's, the Zoe Kravitz of the world. It's part of their contract. They have to be paired with that dude in the film.
And on that note,
by persuasion.
what's your social media, Drew?
Oh, y'all don't even know my social media. It's all good. It's cool.
Cool. Davion?
It's my name, ladies and gentlemen. Just all the things on my name.
If you search around long enough, you'll find me. Just go to GEEKCASTER. All right, thank you so much. And we out. It's another one, GEEKCASTER, new season, where we're in this piece. And we out.